Los Angeles. This is where the works of Eugene Rukhin arrived 12 years after his death, and this is where the majority of them are kept, not counting those that are on display at El Fondo del Sol in Washington, D.C. Gallery 1912 is located in the industrial part of Los Angeles, just south of downtown and close to the major museums of Los Angeles and to numerous artist studios. The unorthodox industrial atmosphere that surrounds the gallery is a perfect match for the artworks of Rukhin. A seemingly desolate place, but in reality well inhabited with a unique promise of discovery. Perhaps it means to be a starting point from where Rukhin's collection will begin its journey. Without the glamour of glass windows and casual glances, the unusual environment and somewhat hidden Gallery 1912 add to the mystery that surrounds the death of Rukhin and the destiny of the collection of his artworks. Here one will be caught by surprise, seeing the canvases of Rabin, Ovchinnikov, Russian non-conformist art in the office of George Mayers, the owner of the Gallery 1912, which for now is the home for Rukhin's collection. Paraphrasing the words of Nat Finkelstein about Andy Warhol, Eugene Rukhin's greatest work of art was Eugene Rukhin. Tall, with the excellent posture, a handsome face framed with light curly hair and reddish beard, refined manners, attentiveness to others, and a very happy disposition made him a favorite in the bohemian circles of Moscow and Leningrad of the 60s and 70s. He was one of the leaders in the movement of non-conformist artists for freedom of self-expression in the Soviet Union. Paradoxically, Rukhin was one of the most established non-official artists, whose personality let him move easily between the bohemian art world and the contrasting world of foreign diplomats and journalists, whose newest fancy was to be art collectors and patrons of art. Soon, publicity and popularity became his best bodyguards. Welcome to the Gallery 1912. I'm Svetlana Darsalia. I would like to introduce you to the works not shown at the exhibitions in New York and Washington, D.C. The products of Eugene Rukhin are the subject of controversy. They will be called paintings, collages, works, but no doubt they will call attention to their surviving force, their passionate gestures, insistent repetitions, and their boldness. Eugene Rukhin had an impact on Russian artists similar to the one Jasper Johns had on American artists. He is often compared to Jasper Johns and Rauschenberg. His abstract expressionist technique was influenced by his American counterparts. However, he came from an absolutely different cultural background and was expressing different ideas. Rukhin's works incorporate elements of ordinary modern scenes with the details of the past, discarded objects, old signs on the pavement, iron gates, locks, modern signs in Russian and English, and a mixture of many things as it is in our times. But his protagonist is often an object that moves, fights, displays a sign of inner emotional struggle, wins, loses, dies, lives. Each of them has a story to tell, a story it carries along. You no doubt will hear the story. Listen. Look at these old Russian icon prints. Salvaging the past. Salvaging who? God? God the image, carried in a bag, thrown out of the churches, becoming the negation of the past for the sake of the new. Rukhin was understood by some critics as a strong-minded nationalist. Some believed he was a cosmopolitan. But his fascination with the past values demonstrates a strong awareness of Russian history. In the right-hand corner of this composition are the words, "Never goodbye." This is very symbolic, since these works survived a devastating studio fire that took the life of the artist himself. Now, when the works of Eugene Rukhin finally are out for the public to see, this "Never goodbye" sign can be read as a very positive statement from the artist, who knew his work would be recognized one day even at home in Russia, and it was. Rukhin's works have been exhibited in Moscow and Leningrad. He is becoming increasingly popular. There are paintings and poems of other artists dedicated to his memory that still lives in the hearts of his contemporaries. We hope to arrange an exhibition of Rukhin's works in the Soviet Union because we believe that his life and work is a separate and important page in the history of late Russian avant-garde art. As Vyacheslav Zavalishin wrote in his book on Kazimir Malevich, Rukhin for late Russian avant-garde is of the same importance as Malevich was for the early Russian avant-garde at the beginning of the 20th century.